marketing tool. It's a marketing tool to bring more subscribers. It's a marketing tool to keep them engaged. So that's actually what we're trying to do.
You forgot the main marketing tool, to sell my book. Talking with you guys.
Just updating you, the ones who don't know, we had another great weekend. Marketing is doing a great job. We're adding subscribers, something like 150 to 200 a day, which is amazing. So everything is going to get more, I don't know what the word is, but more subscribers, more work, more customer service. You'll see now that we have great leads with content. So January is going to be demands very hard work and being accurate and efficient. Okay. So the first thing I want to talk about is a short feature film called Aya. Hopefully we'll have it by Thursday. We're working hard to get it. It'll probably be the title we want to perform. This was an Oscar-nominated film, right, Tali?
Yeah, it was nominated also to the Israel. I think it's won in the Israel Academy for a short film, and then it was nominated for the Oscars for the category of the short film, but it doesn't won. But
again, important week. It's the end of the year. It's a good trial run for us, working the pipeline and prepare for January. It's going to be very, I don't know what the word is. Josh, you have a word for that?
Exciting.
It's going to be, huh?
Exciting.
Right. It's going to be, I think every month here is exciting, but it's going to be intense. Intense is a good word. It's going to be intense. So everybody be ready, and chip in where others need help. I don't know if all you know this. December we broke the record for subscriber in a month. Our record was around 3,030. We're probably going to reach 4,000. With a month that we started very slow because we had problems in the beginning. And then we picked up, so hopefully that's the pace we're going to grow. And when content gets better, we're going to grow faster. Okay? So everybody be ready for the ride.
yeah.
Great.
Thanks.
Thank you all. Have a great day. I'll update you on the segel. And
We'll meet Nati today, no?
Yeah.
yes, that's important for us to tell you. We are initiating an original IZZY talk show.
Yes.
So today there's a presentation afternoon. The team who are working with Tali on development are going to present us the idea for it. If we like it, we'll move it forward to production. We're probably going to try to shop it around with Israeli production houses for the actual production. Reason is, if we give them the work, we want their content, so that's why we will probably want to outsource it in some way. But content-wise, the control is going to be by us. Josh is going to be show running it, so its main purpose, besides being entertaining for IZZY subscribers, it's going to be shown only for IZZY subscribers. But it is another promotion tool for us to promote our content, to promote filmmakers, to use as our way to invite people to be on the show and introduce them to IZZY and stuff like that. So after we'll be more insightful on what they presented, we'll probably present to the whole team. Okay? Thank you, Tyler, for that.
Thank you.
See you. Bye. So there were several titles that we need to start preparing for.
Yes.
is there anything that we have that, while Danielle is gone, that we need to finish?
Yes, so this past week the documentary film forum awards happened and we were sponsoring the docu-series category.
Okay.
So there could be like some sort of profiles on the film or the docu-series that were nominated.
Yeah.
And then the winner who, like, I can get you the name. And then this upcoming week I had 2 ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So we talked about the Kathmandu, which is the drama series that we're licensing with Gal Gadot.
Right, yeah.
And I think with the premiere of Wonder Woman 1984 in the States.
When is that?
It was this past weekend.
Oh, wow.
For Christmas,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. I was thinking that maybe it could be like an article, kind of like what I was saying with Nati about like how no one's ever really heard Gal speak Hebrew or like act in Hebrew, which is kind of a cool thing to hear.
Sure.
Yeah, I agree.
That you could, if there could be an article like before she was Wonder Woman, she was doing this.
One thing I want you to think about is, are you familiar with Shopify?
No.
Shopify is the #1, you know Shopify?
Yeah, right? It's like you put a picture. No.
No.
Like Shazam for
No. It's the #1, well, it's one of the top e-commerce platforms and one of the original ones.
Okay.
It's like Etsy,
Okay.
but not Etsy. Like it's just like an e-commerce platform that you can. So they did when they were starting out early in their business, like in 2010 they started. 2012 they did what they called a build a business competition. Basically, they needed more entrepreneurs to sell more of their stuff on the internet. So they created this competition, and it was a 6-month competition.
Okay.
That you had to create a Shopify store, is what they call it, and whoever had the most sales over the 6 months won $100,000.
Okay.
And then the next year they did it again, and it ended up becoming like a massive game changer for them. Eventually what they did was they realized that money wasn't enough, especially because more people were having Shopify stores. So, $100,000, $200,000 wasn't a lot of money.
Yeah.
Some of these stores were doing that in a single month. So eventually they did, the prize became a week-long sort of mentorship experience on Richard Branson's island with like Richard Branson, Tim Ferriss, like all these like high profile, one of the guys from Shark Tank.
Wow.
And what they did is they basically said, this is a prize that money can't buy, which got more people to participate in the competition, create a Shopify store, etc. So just something to think about is, I want to do something similar with IZZY, a long 6-month program,
Okay.
or whatever the amount of time is, where I want to come up with a prize that money can't buy you. So the obvious thing is like, oh, let's give away a trip to Israel, but like you don't need us to come to Israel. Yeah. But if we can give you some kind of be a producer of an Israeli movie or TV series, and then come to Israel and be on set during, those are the kind of things. The question is, what does the competition look like? Well, Shopify was very simple. Create a store.
Yeah.
During this time period, we measure your sales, and it's black and white. Whoever has the most sales in that 6-month time period wins. For us, I'm not sure what, how we're going to be able to do something like that.
Yeah.
We do want more subscriptions. We do potentially want the main thing is the subscriptions and creating the buzz.
Yeah.
Because this was big. They got written up in the New York Times.
Yeah.
So this was it ended up being a big PR thing. So I think those are the 2 main metrics that we want to accomplish is more subscribers at scale and PR. Are you going to be here for the meeting at 5:30?
I'm not invited to the meeting.
You
at
should be.
5:30.
You should definitely be here, and I think you should stay for it too.
Okay.
It's for our first original.
Oh, right.
So-
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Love to be here for that.
So it's at 5:30, I think.
5:30? Okay, great.
I just don't want to get you guys in trouble with but it should be fun.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
We don't have Israeli ID, so they can't tell us. Like we can say that we live around the corner.
No, you can just say that your boss made you stay at work.
Yeah. My program kept saying like you can do whatever you want. Just say that you live around the corner from wherever they
Exactly,
stop you.
yeah,
Okay.
No one's gonna take this lockdown seriously.
So it's at 5:30 here.
Okay, sounds good.
Perfect. That'll be great.
What's your background?
And my background. Okay, I'm a creative director. I worked for Cannes for 2.5 years.
Doing what?
Director in the digital original division 1 year, and 1.5 years I was the head of creative for video for digital in Cannes News. So let's talk about the IZZY show. So the goal, Nati set the goal, not us. It's to set a new TV show for IZZY subscribers. I'm Israeli. It's the most difficult word ever. Subscribers.
Are they in Massachusetts?
Yeah. I have a family in Massachusetts. Yeah.
Okay.
Subscribers. Try.
Yeah.
Call them subs.
What we're gonna do is to produce a weekly entertainment program in a late night atmosphere. Next, our voice and tone is to be Israeli, fresh, direct, up to date, and edgy.
How do you define edgy?
Not boring, updating, and changing, trying new things. That means edgy for this piece. So the lineup, this is the structure of the lineup that we will present right now. It's gonna be a pre-item that the anchor will talk about himself or something personal from his life. It's gonna be 3 interviews all over the show, 2 IZZY news segments, and overall all the show will be something like 30 to 35 minutes. We are starting from IZZY News. The anchor saying, hello everyone, welcome to another show of and we're starting from News Flash. It's a second anchor, okay? Anchor number 2. We are going through what's new, what's coming soon, ends of seasons, etc. It's a studio with anchor 2, as I said, in 3 to 4 minutes. So the second one is L'chaim. I guess most of IZZY subscribers know what is L'chaim, even if they don't know Hebrew.
Yeah.
So these segments, it's an interview on the same set. That's why we're changing the format. We are starting with cheers, quick 3 to 4 to 5 quick questions, and then it can continue on 2 different directions. The first direction, it's a regular interview, and the other direction, it's a quick quiz with personal questions. Where did you sleep last night? Or yeah. The last segment, it's also interview. If it's coming from the music world, it will be a surprise for the anchor and for the crowd, for the viewers. We will show very short clue all over the show that exploring the surprise singer. This show can be on the studio, can be on Zoom, if the singer is now in his private studio, and with one song, Okay, and it's something like 6 to 7 minutes. If it's not music, it's gonna be a street talk, and can be on the beach, on forest, on Rothschild.
The main question is the echo. I think the structure of the program is pretty solid, and with the echo and the continued development to a pilot, we should be more accurate about each one of the items. And the most important thing is the echo. If we succeed with choosing one of them, that will be our successful.
I agree.
Otherwise, we have a problem. You know that probably, I don't have to tell you that the most important thing about this kind of show is who is the anchor of the show. We thought between ourselves, but it's something we have to discuss.
Yeah, so I'll be honest with you, I don't like so much IZZY in it. It's too much IZZY. It needs to be about Israel. Once you're on the IZZY platform, we don't need to promote IZZY. We need to promote people, culture.
Okay.
It doesn't need to be a walking advertisement for IZZY.
Okay.
We can have an actor from Allenby or a director or whatever, but we don't need to we don't need to give an update about new programming, this, that. You can give the update toch k'day ha'rayon.
Alright.
I think the only thing we have to think about is how much do we want to stay relevant to the date it's aired on, because if we want to shoot 3 programs at the same time, then the news part, either we shoot it differently and close to the airing date, or then it's a problem to be real news.
I think it has to be evergreen. It needs to be evergreen.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Easy news, not hardcore news. Not about easy. It's like
We're launching this week.
No, it's not that. No. It's more like the content we do for on Facebook, like the content creation that we do. It's newsworthy, but it's not really news. That's maybe that I agree.
No, everything needs to be evergreen. Number 1, number 2. I want to find a way to. I want to make it so every person in Israel wants to be on the show. So I don't want to do something that's sachi. The first few episodes can be sachi because we have to have some kind of structure. But I do like the idea of having it be. You use the word edgy. I feel like it has to be. I think the guests are ultimately going to be what makes the show. The anchor is important. But once you get the anchor, you get the anchor. It's a one-time task. The ongoing task is bringing the best guests, talking about the best things. In my opinion. And if we can't bring, Asya, then we still have to bring Shira Haas. Like that's what we should do. If we can't bring the best Shira Haas movie, then let's at least bring Shira Haas. Each show has to make headlines. I think the easiest way for us to make headlines is to have the guest reveal something new, and that's what makes the headlines. And they made the announcements on the show, because then that's what's going to drive people in, because they're going to want to see it.
Okay, let me just להקשות. How do you say להקשות?
I don't know.
לעשות יותר קשה.
Make it more difficult.
No, there's no word in English.
Play devil's advocate.
It's not the devil's advocate. Lakshot, it's only Israel that say lakshot. Doesn't have in English. Our audience is easy subscribers. The importance of having them reveal something new is newsworthy for potential easy subscribers. That means we want them saying something that would be interesting for maybe people around the world who don't actually know them or know a little bit about them. It's not Israeli new news, unless we want the buzz here in Israel about the show.
No, I want the international PR.
And hopefully, giving this to Josh, who doesn't really, he knows a little bit about the Israeli scenery, but doesn't. We have to find a way that this becomes international. That if I'm an easy subscriber and I watch the show and who was on Shlomo Artzi, I tell my friend and my neighbor, there's this guy, Shlomo Artzi. He met Bruce Springsteen when he was 21 years old, and he tells a story which is not relevant for Israel at all. It's relevant for, he really met Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah,
It's a true story. No, it's a true story. Yeah, he met this. But I'm saying this is the thinking. So we have to always think they're out there. The most important thing in picking the anchor, besides him being able to interview and listen, not be obsessed about himself, is that he's someone who people want to come to his show. Right? And that's part of the list I was looking at, and there's no one there that, that I said, wow, I mean, we should keep looking for names. That you're saying, if he's hosting the show, then it's interesting.
No, I'm worried that these people would be great for an Israeli show for Israelis. They're not going to be good for Israeli show for internationals. That's what I'm worried about.
That's why, by the way, I like to give.
I understand your concern, but you have to understand that most of the guests will be Israelis.
No, there's no question about it. But we're not doing an Israeli show for Israelis. Of course, they'll be Israeli.
We're doing Israeli shows for subscribers overseas, okay, internationally. But the atmosphere in the studio when the show will be filmed, there are two Israelis and they have to be connected. There will be no connection between them. There will be no connection. The electric of the show will not pass through the subscribers.
I have no doubt that that we need your point of view all the time to make sure we're doing this show for easy subscribers and for easy. First for easy subscribers, then for easy, and the Israeli point of view could be wrong, could be way wrong. So let's do this thinking, check this, talking about 2 days, see how we move forward to setting a date for when we want to do tests, and what do we do up to that date. Okay?
Yeah, so what does that mean? Now we're in Seger, so...
No, but we can work. We can work. We heard. Yeah.
So you're waiting for them to hear back from the host?
Yeah.
From your side? Or is there anything from your
And
side?
then after it, we need to move for the test.
We want this show to have at least 4 episodes before Passover. תודה רבה לכולם. אין ספק שבכל מה שאנחנו עושים, everything we do surrounding IZZY, this is the most exciting thing. It's exciting for us, it's exciting for our subscribers, it's exciting for our investors, original programming and doing your own. This is why we like creation.
Yeah.
So, it's fun.